All right, in this video today, I want to share with you, especially for anyone out there who's has questions about how to actually set up range bar charts using Ninjatrader 8 or how to create a chart. I'm going to share with you, the process, the steps involved. So follow the video through its entirety. It's just a very simple process of doing so. But first and foremost, what you want to do is just make sure that you go to Ninjatrader.com. Okay, if you don't have an account set up quite yet, go to their website, click on open account, follow the process. If you have any questions, you can reach out to someone in customer service, but it's pretty self-explanatory. Once you have the account set up, they will provide you with the portal, once you have an account, in which you can, basically demo a simulation trade. But you want to, get started right off the bat creating your charts and creating them correctly so that you have a basis to look at. Now, this is for those that are interested in trading range bars, charting, the same process of how I do using supply and demand. Again, Ninjatrader.com is the platform of choice for me when it comes to trading futures. So what do we do now? What do we, once we have everything, the account open or established, we have, the portal established as well. Well, you're going to go on the back end. Once you click on, you download the application. Once you've opened up the app, okay, and logged into your actual account, you're going to get a control panel pops up. All right, so once you're logged in and you have your control panel popped up to the screen, you just simply want to go to these selections up top. You'll have new tools, workspaces, connections, etc. Click on new. And once you do that, you're going to drop down to chart. Okay. Under chart, it's going to be, a box is going to pop up, data series, right? This is where you can choose the instrument of choice that you want to actually, trade or set up a chart for. For me, so let's say, for example, I want to do the ES, okay, the standard E-mini S&P 500. All right. Then from there, it's going to bring up a populated list of things that I need to fill out or fill in boxes for, okay? You're going to have properties over here to the right. It's going to have your instrument and contract to the left. You have up top here where it says load template or layout. If you have some predefined templates that maybe you're already using the program, all right, Ninjatrader, and you save some templates for, charts, you can say that the templates, that's for another. I'll kind of briefly just show that in as an example here once we create a chart, but maybe I'll do that in a different video about, how to save templates using Ninjatrader, once you have your chart set up. So now we're going to finish out the process of setting up a chart, creating a range bar chart, okay, using Ninjatrader. By simply under properties where it says data series, price based on last, I always leave that to last, okay. Type, minute, okay, if you want to, depending on what type of chart you want to set up, of course you have the variety of options down here, but today we're, because we trade range, or I trade basically range charts, okay, I'm going to click on range. All right, value. Now you always probably want to start with your higher chart. I use 120 range as my higher chart when I'm trading like the NASDAQ, and then a 24 range when I'm trading the my lower range chart for my entries. The ES, we're going to use, for example, we're going to do 60 because my higher range chart is going to have the 60 range chart. So in the value here, we're going to put in 60. Time frame, days, of course, you want to leave it to days. Let's see here. Days to load, depending on you, how far back you're looking. We'll just put 10 days for right now. The date is probably going to be current, so leave that the same. Trading hours, depending on the instrument and contract you're trading, each one trades on certain exchanges or different exchanges. The indices are going to trade on the CME, which is the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. So I'm going to scroll down to CME. I'm going to choose, you have two options. You can either go with CME US Index Futures ETH, which is electronic trading hours, okay, or US Index Futures RTH. So if you're trading like the regular trading hours, which is RTH, you're going to notice no chart movement on your chart after basically the market closes in the evening around 5 o'clock Eastern time, okay? And then you won't notice any activity where your chart will start to move again until the New York trading session opens up, or the exchange opens up. New York Stock Exchange opens up at 9:30 Eastern time. I choose ETH because I like to see all the movement even into the overnight session. So I'm going to go CME, Chicago Mercantile, US Index Futures, ETH, Electronic Trading Hours. Candlesticks, I'm going to leave them the same. Bar width, it's probably going to be 3 already. That just increases the size or decreases the size depending on the width of the bar you want. The colors of the bodies and outlines, it's already standard, so I'll leave it the same. White's going to outline the body, the wick, the red candle, up, down candles there. So I'll leave all this pretty much the same as it is right here. Visual, of course, auto scale, the label, that's going to tell you that on the top of the chart there, it's going to let you know what specific chart you're actually trading, the ES and the contract, which is the December contract. Okay, the indices or indexes trade just four periods within a year, or 4 contracts pretty much. You have the H, M, U, and now we're in the 4th quarter this year, Z. So first quarter is H, second quarter is M, third quarter is U, 4th quarter is Z. Okay, that's for the indices. All right. Depending on your broker, you can go to your broker and click on margins or click on contract specifications, and they'll let you know, what the contract periods are, and maybe, in reference to letters. Letters. So like I said, the indices, there's 4 contracts throughout the year. Let's see what we have at the bottom here. Price marker. That's just the marker off to the right-hand side of the chart. I'm gonna leave that the same. You can change the colors here for executions to buy and sell, of course. You can plot, executions down here at the bottom. I turn that off. I really don't care about seeing that. And that's pretty much it. The things that I really need to really just kind of change are just primarily under the data series, the type, the value, how many days to load, make sure I got the trading hours as far as, in reference to what exchange that particular contract is trading on. Break at the end of the day. I always do that check. You can take it off if you choose to. And if you want to make adjustments to the chart style itself in reference to the candlesticks, that's pretty much it. From there, I'll click OK. All right. And then it should populate or start populating a chart for me here. See it loading right there. Showing 60 range on the ES, of course, like we said. So we chose that as the contract or instrument. And there we go. Now we have a 60 range chart of the ES futures. Right. Now what you can do from here, if you choose to, you can make modifications. And you can also use indicators. But right now you have your range bar set up here. Right now as well, we don't have, I'm going to show you right quick, a crosshair setup. So if you go up here to the left-hand side, we'll start up here. Chart style, okay? You can change the candles if you choose to from, box, candlestick, line, and close, however you want to make them. But these are your bars, it's the candlesticks, right? So you can also, this is a quick or drawing tool up top here, the pencil is. You can zoom in and zoom out with the magnifying glasses. This is going to be your crosshairs. You can click it on locals, what I use. So now we have a crosshair. Simply click on this button right here. Click on crosshair. All right. And then from there, this is your show data box. That's going to show the data in the box if you want to, like the last closing price, opening high, things of that nature right there. So I don't add that to my chart. This is where you can use the chart trader if you want to turn it on or off. You can turn it off, on. Maybe you use the dome itself, and maybe you don't use chart trader. So it just depends on which version of Ninjatrader you're actually using, whether it's the free version. Free version users can use a chart trader. For those that pay into the monthly subscription, or to own the license, you would have access to the actual trading dome itself, the super dome. All right, from there, this is the data series right here. That looks like candles right there, or bars, histogram bars. You can actually click on that to make any quick adjustments to the actual chart itself. The same thing we did when we actually set the chart up. You can click back on right up top here, this little icon here where it says data series, hover over it. You can hover over any of the icons up top. It's going to let you know, the name of it, okay? But again, we can make quick adjustments right here by clicking that and changing, again, the value, the type, the days, things of that we want to load to the chart. So let's close that. Okay. And then this is where you can add indicators right here. You click on this and you'll have a list of indicators that you can actually add. Let's say I wanted to add a price line to the chart. I believe it's on here. Let me see. Here it is right here. We can add this. All right, let's see what color it makes it. Okay, price line. That's basically going to give me a price line across the chart here, where we just right now just have a flag or a tag marked in black. Okay, click OK. Now it's yellow. I could change that if I want to by scrolling down and changing the last line color right there, but we'll leave it the same for what it is right now. I like to add that because now that allows me to see, you know, across the chart where it is. Before, if I didn't have that on there, that I won't be able to see, like, okay, where's current price unless I'm looking over here, you know, over here to the side here, to the right side of the margin there. So now we have a dotted line that goes across, and you can change this, I believe, from dash to dot if you choose to, as well. Let's see here, price line. Yeah, I can click on this, drop it down. Come on. All right, see how it's dash? I can make it dotted, dash, dot, solid, dash, dot, or dot, whatever you want to choose, okay? You can also make modifications to where you can change the background color. Let's say you want to change it to white, black. You want to remove these grid lines right here. All those adjustments right here you'll find under properties of the actual chart. And you go down, you scroll down, and you can make adjustments to the actual chart. Again, changing the background, removing the grid lines here on the chart. You can make changes that way. Right now, it's kind of like a charcoal black here, or charcoal gray, not black, charcoal gray here. And you can make property changes there. But it's very self-explanatory, very simple. And let's say from there, we want to add another chart to the same layout. Okay, so this could be like a template layout or chart layout here. Now we have a 60 range up, right? Simply go down to the bottom here, click on add, and then from there, you can again select the ES futures, all right? And then basically go through the same process again. So if we already have a higher chart or higher range chart set up for 60, then now we can go down and say, okay, 12 for the lower range chart. So now we'll have our confluence charts, pretty much what I like to call them, a higher chart and a lower chart, all right? Days, again, you can select, you know, the number of days you want to load to the chart. We'll just put 5. Go down to the, I'm sorry here, the trading hours here. I'm going to choose CME. For me, I like to use the ETH, all right? Okay. And then from there, everything else pretty much, oops, not cryptocurrencies. I'm not sure why that's, okay, let's go back up and make that adjustment right quick. Sorry about that. All right, there we go. Okay. I scroll down here. I'm just gonna leave everything else the same. Okay. So once I've got data series, the time frame, that information, the first couple, items down, scrolling down, everything else I pretty much leave the same. I mean, you can make changes here if you choose to, but you can change the price marker right here. See how it's black to the right-hand side right here? If I don't want that black, I can put it in, say, I don't know, cornflower blue. All right. So now it's populating the chart with the data, and okay. Now we want to, again, now we have the chart set up. If we want to go back in and add a price line so we can see price across the chart or where it's currently at. Find the price line indicator. Again, these are a list of indicators you can use if you choose to, if anyone out there that trades using indicators. All right, so now we have it there set up again. We have our range bar set up. We have the price line, tag over here, let us know what the current price of the market is. And then we also have the price line drawn out. So this is a 12 range and a 60 range, all right? And you can add additional charts if you choose to by simply going down and clicking that tab down here at the bottom. Simple process. Again, you want to make sure that you have an account set up with Ninjatrader. They'll provide you with a login information. You'll get a portal. Once you have all that, and once you click on the application for the first time, it's going to bring up, the control panel. And then from there, again, like I said, what you want to do is simply go over to new chart and then follow that same process. As I said, select your instrument. All right. Once you have the instrument, ES, okay, then it's going to bring up the data series and fill that information out. And then that's going to populate your chart for you. Simple process. Nothing hard about it. But I know that people are out there who are first-time users trying to get acclimated with the actual application itself. But this is a simple way of setting up those range bar charts, okay? Have any questions, you can reach out to me or you can reach out to Ninjatrader. But as far as, it's very self-explanatory. As far as like indicators, people ask me that question all the time. What do I use? Volume profile. If you have like the monthly subscription or a lifetime license with Ninjatrader, they actually offer, I'm gonna throw this out there right quick, their order flow suite, and within that is the volume profile right here, order flow volume profile. You can click on that. I don't use their version, but this is a provided volume profile tool with Ninjatrader. I believe I do have access to it though, so I can click on OK, and let's see what it does here. All right, you can see it. Okay, see how it's got these the volume profile. This is the session volume profile. It's showing me each day the session volume profile, and I believe you can set it up. I haven't played around with it to where it shows on the right hand side of the chart. But yeah, this is I think you can actually. I'm not sure here. I haven't tried using this, but yeah, this is their version of the volume profile. Let's see here. I take it that this is probably the VPOC area of the volume profile for today. And it's looking back at the current session from the opening of yesterday evening, because I have my on a data series, the go back to it right quick. I'll show you. The trading hours set up from electronic trading, the electronic trading hours from 6 p.m. Eastern time, going forward. All right. So that's what it's looking at right here. If I change that to RTH, then it's not going to start looking at or building volume profile until 9:30 Eastern time when the market opens up. But again, this is that's the VPOC, value area high, value area low. And yeah, it's a nice little tool here. So if anyone that wants to use that, you can, add the volume profile for those that, have the monthly subscription or the lifetime license. But yeah, I'm gonna take this off right quick. And that's pretty much it, guys. I mean, you can remove indicators if you choose to. Remove it, then go back to OK, and I should have removed it. Let's see what it does. I'm sure it will. Let's see. Did I remove it? Let's go back. Oh, I removed the price line. Sorry about that. But anyways, yeah, there we go. So it removes that, and I did remove the price line. But that's how you set up the chart, guys. Very easy setting up range bar charts. Okay, that's all I have, guys. For anyone out there, people always ask me about how can they gain access to the private community here on my channel to become an elite or an ultra elite supporter. What does that give you? You receive all my trade breakdown videos where I go into detail about the actual strategy and how I trade, breaking down the same trades that I post over in the Discord community. It's like you're sitting right next to me in a sense in a virtual environment. So it's like not saying that you're in a virtual environment. I'm just saying that I walk you through each one of the setups, explaining in detail the strategy, but explaining it in detail in reference to every trade that I post over on the Discord community. Okay, so the trades I take, I go back and I break them down for the elite and the ultra elite supporters. How does that help? It helps you understand the strategy as a whole in reference to market structure, price action, where to place your stop loss, where to place your profit target, the full rundown of how I specifically trade. But as an elite supporter, you also receive not only all the trade breakdown videos, which are tons of them there, and that's good because the videos actually walk you through each setup. So it's like it's giving you like from an educational standpoint, a basis of understanding, like I don't know, like a course or a class in itself for each a trade that I take, walking you through so you can understand, the basis of each one of these setups. But you also receive the video playlist and a great video covering market structure. Now, if you want to become an ultra elite supporter, you receive everything: the trade breakdowns, which is tons of them, the video playlist and the market structure video, plus my live recorded trading sessions that I post for the ultra elite supporters. And the link to do so will be found down in the description portion of the video. It's titled Elite and Ultra Elite Supporters. Click on that. You'll see a few tiers pop up. Very inexpensive. Guys, I'm telling you, I mean, you are getting a lot of added value with the trade breakdowns and the live recorded trading sessions, because I'm breaking things down, okay, so that you can understand the strategy and how it actually works, okay? So you got to, if you choose to want to have access to it, again, the link is down in the description. But yeah, I mean, you can also join the Discord. That is free. The link is down in the description. It's the first one. And once you join that, you can come over and join us on the trading floor. But the choice is yours, But that's all I have, guys. I just want to kind of share with you a simple and easy way of going about creating range bar charts using Ninjatrader 8. And before I jump off, if you have not taken the time to subscribe to the channel, please do so by clicking that sub button down below. Click the bell to turn your post notifications on. And last but not least, if you found some value in today's video and sharing with you simple and easy way of setting up range bar charts using Ninjatrader, please make sure to drop a thumbs up or drop a like on the video. Take care.